When I was a kid, I used to spend my summers with him. He didn't have a TV, no Wi-Fi, nothing, just books, an old radio, and stories that could keep you up all night. But here's the thing, Grandpa never talked much about his own past. Every time I asked, he'd just change the topic. All I knew was there was something he wasn't telling me, some secret he kept locked deep inside. One night, when I was maybe 12, we were sitting by the fire pit outside. He was looking up at the stars, like he always did, and suddenly said, "Greater than, no. Kid, life's funny. You think you own time, but time owns you." I laughed, like, "Greater than? That's deep, Grandpa. You've been reading too many fortune cookies." He chuckled and said, "Greater than? Nah, I've just seen a lot." Then he got quiet, really quiet, and said, "Greater than, promise me something, kid. Promise me you'll always help someone when they least expect it." I said, "Sure, whatever." At that time, I didn't take it seriously. Years went by. I grew up, moved to the city, got busy. You know how it goes. Life hits hard, bills pile up, you barely have time to think. I'd call Grandpa once in a while. He'd always ask, "Greater than, you keepin' that promise?" I'd laugh and say, "Greater than, yeah, sure, Grandpa, don't worry about it." But deep down, I knew I hadn't done a thing, not yet. Then one winter, I got a call. Grandpa wasn't doing so good. Heart failure, they said. I dropped everything and drove all night to get to him. When I walked into his room, he was hooked up to machines, weak, pale, but still with that same smile. He looked at me and whispered, "Greater than, you made it, kid." I sat beside him, holding his hand. He said, "Greater than, remember what I told you?" I nodded. "Greater than, help someone when they least expect it." He smiled. "Greater than, good, that's all that matters." Those were the last words he ever said to me. After the funeral, I went back to his house, the old wooden one by the lake. It felt empty, dust on the shelves, cobwebs on the window. Everything looked the same except it didn't feel the same. As I was packing his things, I found a small wooden box under his bed. Inside, there was an old photo, a young version of him standing next to a man I didn't recognize, and a folded letter. The letter said, "Greater than, if you're reading this, I'm gone. When I was 19, I had nothing, no home, no food, no hope. One night, a stranger gave me his coat, a meal, and a place to sleep. He didn't even ask my name. I promised myself that night I'd spend the rest of my life doing the same for others." Then at the bottom, he wrote, "Greater than, that's my secret, kid." The reason I smiled so much wasn't 'cause I had it all. It's 'cause I gave what I could. When you give, life gives back in ways you can't imagine. Man, I just sat there staring at that letter. I felt this wave of guilt and love all at once. Like he was right there, still teaching me something. So I did what he asked. I started small, buying coffee for strangers, tipping big, when I could, donating to shelters. And you know what? Every single time, it felt like Grandpa was right beside me, saying, "Greater than, that's it, kid, that's the good stuff."